Hello everyone and welcome back to a brand new video and welcome back to Daytona once again. Yes, this weekend we're here for the Raw Before the 24, a 2.4 hour, well 2 hour and 24 minute endurance race around the iconic Daytona International Speedway. Of course, last week we did the IMSA Pilot Challenge, which was a 2 hour race around this venue. That was quite good fun in the Mercedes AMG GT4 car. This time around though, we're going to be rocking with the GR86. Yes, of course, I've been doing some of the cup races with this car. I've been having a lot of fun with it. If you missed out on the video from Laguna Seca that went live earlier on this week, I would recommend going back and checking that one out as well. But we've also got a certain someone called Matt Malone in this lobby, and apparently, now this is just a rumour, I've heard he does stream iRacing sometimes. He's up in the GT4s though, but I've got to get the clickbaity title in there somewhere. But yeah, I'm in the GR86. I'm the lowest ranked person in the GR86 as well, so pretty similar story to the Mercs last week. Hopefully I don't do what I did at turn 1 though, this time. Nope, tipped it way too aggressively in through the bus stop second time round, and we'll even find the wall on the exit there as well. We had to try and push to try and find more time out of the car, but I think a lot of people are going to improve on their second runs there. It's going to be a competitive race, I feel, of course. These cars so slipstream dependent, I'm sure. I mean, every car is around Daytona, but this one more than ever. But yeah, I didn't get much time to practice either, so it is what it is, but let's get into it then. The Raw Before the 24. Right, well, you never quite know when you're going to be going green when you're in one of the lower spec cars. Of course, you're just kind of waiting for the GT4s at the front of the field there. But we're probably going to get lapped by them about 9 or 10 times over the course of this afternoon, depending on, of course, what happens. But one thing I definitely need to make sure I do this week that I was really bad at last week, of course, was keeping the instant countdown low. Don't actually know off the top of my head. It was 20 for a penalty, so you have got 3 more tolerance, but would like to try and keep it a bit lower than it was last week then, as we just try and bunch back up with the front of the GR86. This is a fair, decent size split in each 3 cars. I think, oh, there we go, green flag, sorry. I want to concentrate that, as actually we'll get quite a good launch because of it as we head out of the final corner, as everyone just bunching up. I'm not going to be aggressive and try to make miracles happen on that one. Just going to just sit back, as this guy behind us definitely is, as we head in towards the first corner. Not going to be much space for him to go. Are we just going to see some carnage? Yes, we are. And it is going to be that guy. Love to see it. As we're just really going to try and tip it in nice and tidy through turn 1. Keep it on the apex. I haven't binned it, so I've gone further than I did in the IMSA Pilot Challenge. Whoa, we can just see cars 2, 3 wide. We've got a TCR there in the way. Another TCR parked on the inside of the circuit. Let's head down in towards the horseshoe. Yeah, this thing really likes to lean, though, through that corner. I don't know what it is, but the front inside wheel just absolutely tries to take off. But as long as we just keep it clean and tidy on this opener, that, like I said, that's just the goal. Of course, slipstream everything in these cars, so making sure you haven't got any damage or anything like that might compromise how much top-end speed you've got is certainly going to be quite suitable here. Yeah, I mean, it is basically set up just to go down the straights quite quickly, this thing, so corners it's not big on, I'll be honest, as we make our way out towards the tri-oval for the first time. This HKS livery car is still trying to make magic happen early on as we'll get to the inside. I was about to say one of the other GR86s then, but of course we're all in GR86s. Probably going to take, yeah, about 5 or 6 laps, I think, before we start seeing the GT4s. As we'll just try and see if we can pull a run there. Give me some slipstream, please, Mr. TCR car. I'll try and utilise that to the best of our ability as we head out of the banking for the first time. He's wigging his way through further up the order, and we will actually get the run right around the outside of the HKS car. Will he try and keep the nose up the inside? He will think about it, but luckily, yeah, for the most part, that one there's been pretty clean and tidy. We'll actually get a very, very good run off the corner as well. Robert might be a little bit vulnerable as we head back out onto the banking once more. We'll certainly give it a look. You know, it is early on in the race. You have got to be trying to test these things. Sort of see how good the cars are with the side draft and everything like that. And it's non-existent, I think, is very quickly, as we can still see that TCR car up the road trying to just get back through all of us, but he is going to have to pin into the pit lane at the end of lap 1. But yeah, definitely feel like we've moved up a couple of spots then at the start. Kind of just try to keep ourselves to ourselves there. We're into the top 10 at the end of lap 1, as we've got another incident down at turn 1. Whoa. Oh, hey! Always forget how much this GR86 will move around underneath you, especially in big braking zones like that. It's going to really cost us on the exit. We're going to have to go defensive from these two guys battling behind, but yeah, luckily all the GR86 is still nose to tail pretty much, as why can't they get the line out of there? That is not the racing line though for Andreas, and that might really cost a lot of us towards the rear. He's actually binned it and he's taken someone else out. Oh! Don't know why he kept his foot in as aggressively as he did. It's a 2.5 hour race, mate. Doesn't need to be decided on that too. But luckily he didn't take me out, but I feel sorry for the car he did. So let's just try and make sure we stay within the slipstream range of these guys in front, or I'll have to work with Robert behind.
Good save, Chris.
That's going to be first instant point of the day, and it's actually going to give me a slowdown as well. And it looks like so has Robert behind. So
That really done me over.
Wasn't my intention, mate. I've got to get rid of this slowdown though. Was trying not to defend from him, but just trying to keep the car pointed in the right direction.
Cater is now in the lead.
So I don't know why he thinks I'd be trying to race that aggressively on lap 1. I didn't even realise he was trying to get the run on me, but it's cost us both a bit of time there, as we'll both get rid of the slowdowns. But you know, they will happen for other cars today, as we've got another one trying to send it through. But yeah, you know, it is Daytona, at least for the first 2 hours or so. It probably is going to be quite reliant on teamwork, but you know, it is what it is.
The gap behind is now 0.9. Bennett is leading the race. The gap to Adams ahead is now 1.4.
It's free wide to the bus stop. Okay?
I don't know why you would have been smart and lifted then, Tony. I lifted.
Come on, Effie. Come on, Effie.
Cuidado, Mariano. Ya me tiró a mí.
Shout out to my friend Moses.
You're reeling. Adams in. The gap is 0.9. Beaumont is now leading.
You know you can't pass on the apron.
That's the fastest lap of the race.
That's a protest.
Well, we've closed back in then on Marcus here. I think we've just got to try and work with him though, rather than really trying to have a battle early on in this race. Of course, the Toyota as well, so good for learning weight transfer in a car. You know, it has. This is kind of why I wanted to do this race in this car, because of course I've struggled with this car. You know, in the fixed series so far this year. You know, there have been some races where I just haven't quite been able to work out what I've been missing. So I kind of wanted to just spend 2 hours kind of forced into driving it and into learning things. Now, of course, you can only learn so much from a track that is so orientated around just straight line speed. You know, through the first sector, everything like that, there is still plenty
Good job, Robert.
that you can try to learn. As yeah, we'll see now
Yeah,
whether Marcus, of course, wants to try and work with me in this race. I mean, we are closing back in actually on the train in front. They were 3-4 wide back down towards turn 1, so it wasn't too shabby, as we've already now got, oh dearie me, the GT4s are on the radar. Gotta be careful of them. It'll only be a lap or so before they're with us.
Cater is leading the race. Tenth position. wasting time behind this guy. Get your elbows out and get round him. That's the fastest lap. You've just done a 2:10.0. You're being caught by the faster class cars. Blue flag.
Here come the GT4s then for the first time in this race. Of course, normally with the multi-class stuff, I like to showcase at least one go round from them. As where are they going to go? We're just going to have to hug the inside. Don't really want.
Blue flag.
I mean, I'm more than happy for them to send it into here, but
right.
don't really want to go side by side through there.
You're right. On your right.
Whoa, big dive bomb coming in
He's still
from,
there.
I think that was David. So we're just going
Still
to try and sit on the outside there.
To your
Mercs, I think it's, yeah, the Mercs, the
Car
Aston
right.
Martins and the
Clear
BMWs
right. There's a
that
faster
are
class
allowed
car
in the
approaching car
GT4s.
right.
I think that you could use the Porsche as well,
Clear
but I
right.
can't imagine
Blue flag.
anyone has. Sensibly, I don't think it's a particularly good car
Car right.
in GT, especially around Daytona, of course. But I mean, look at that. It's just cars everywhere heading back out onto the oval. But it looks like we've all kept it pretty clean and tidy first time through. We've still got
Car
Robert
right.
behind
Clear
us,
right.
as we've just got the last few of the
Right side.
GT4s
Right
then.
side's clear.
Kicking their way through. Yeah,
flag.
definitely.
On
There we
your
go. There is a
Right
Porsche.
side's clear.
So I'm guessing it's just the McLaren then that you couldn't use as one last GT4. Yeah, most people though going with the Merc. It's a very, very solid choice. And yeah, around here, not too shabby either down the straights. Just got to make sure we keep getting a nice tidy run through the bus stop. It's really one of those corners where this car comes alive. As look at that, just still 2x2 in both classes. Of course, it will spread out a lot more. We have still got one actually more GT4 car kicking their way through.
These
In
guys
fact, two more. So
Blue flag.
yeah, there's definitely. I think we've
Car
got
right,
about
clear
on
right.
average.
Right
I
side's
think
clear.
13 to 16 cars in each split. There's about 40 cars on the circuit, just over. So we've got
is now in the
even
lead.
more GT4s still bearing down on us. So this
Blue
one's
flag.
going to have a look to the inside.
The guy in front
that
is
got a bit
Adams.
close in towards turn one. Luckily, again, of course. Whoa, hang on. Don't want to do that. Would rather just lose a second trying to fight the back end, though, rather than losing 5 seconds trying to catch the slide and spinning around. Now we might have to work with Robert, who I've already heard moan at a couple of other people as well, so I think in his eyes the world is out to get him.
Yeah, your mic's not working, Marcus. But I'm guessing you're not happy with Matt.
Right, let's see then if Robert's going to be able to get a run down the back straight. He has set fastest lap so far, but of course helped, as always, by just how much slipstream you can pick up around this venue. As
Make them work for it.
I said, not going to try and defend from him early on. He will switch back to the inside there, really try and use the banking
Still there.
to his advantage, and we will. I mean, we're not going to get a set on it, but I was going to let him by anyway into the next corner. As why is he
Come
braking
on,
so
Dominic, get
early?
away.
Now we just got to try and use the slipstream and work together. Whether he will or not is a very different question, as got a TCR that's a lap down on me. That's quite impressive. No. Red is a lap up still, I think. I can't remember.
P11. Come on, get your head back into it. Keep it smooth. Focus on these lines. There's a faster car approaching. There's an incident in Zone 5.
So here we go. First
Stick with it,
TCR
keep
car
under
then
pressure.
of the day. There's a guy that is a lap down, so I'm not too sure what's happened to him, but we'll try and claim some slipstream off him as best as possible. Not going to get a lot, but we will get a tiny bit there, as again, Robert going to try and do the same. We're already just slipping back ever so slightly outside of the slipstream range, but yeah, I feel like he might have the pace to try and carry us a bit further up the rostrum. We'll wait and see, but just really got to work on the consistency. Keep it cool, keep it calm, and just, yeah, try to get back. Oh, again though, just going to run a little bit wide, and again we're going to pick up a slowdown for it. So frustrating. We should be able to lose some of the delta this time, because I feel like I lost a bit of time off the corner, but yeah, we'll have to try and drop this as well. Oh, it's going the other way again. We'll just dab the brake, and now we might be in for a bit of a quiet period in this race. So just got to get rid of that delta. As you can see, there's still cars a bit spread out further up the road, but yeah, I don't want to do what I did in that VRS race a few weeks ago. Let's go on. There we go. Delta's gone. 2.2 though, up to Robert now. We're just going to have to sit back and focus. Less than 20 minutes in, still a long old way.
The gap behind is now 5.3 seconds. The gap to Phillips ahead is now 1.9 seconds. Blue flag. There's a group of faster cars approaching. They're fighting for position.
And
The
now
class
we've
leaders
got
in
the
group.
TCR Armada up behind us, as we're just trying again slide this car through the chicane. See, when you do get it hooked up, it's very, very good, in fact, but it's just sometimes you just get the bobble on the front end there, as Audi actually leading the way. Was not expecting that. Pretty good members, though, from Raw Before the 24 last year in the TCR cars. I raced in the Hyundai Elantra and actually won in Split. That being said, though, it was probably the most boring race I've ever done in my life. Got pole, led down into turn 1. There was an absolute pile-up behind me. I had about a 10-second lead by the end of lap 1. And that was basically it for 2.5 hours. I just kind of led from the front. So, yeah, a bit of a weird one. But, you know, a win's a win at the end of the day, as we are taking a tiny bit of time out of Robert as well. So I feel like we have got good raw pace in the car. It's just about trying to hit it lap after lap after lap, as now he's going to go defensive on a TCR. I get that you don't want them just to dive bomb you, but is it worth costing yourself time for? I don't know.
Incident in turn 5. It looks like it's Store.
It's a process for 100%.
There's a group of faster cars behind.
Cover that location.
Blue flag. Car right. Clear right. Car right. Clear right.
Félix, ¿podían empujar un poco a Antonio?
Blue flag. There's a faster car approaching. Car right, clear right.
Well, we've got a load more TCRs though as we head back down in towards turn 1.
P9.
One of them flashing his lights at me, which does always make me chuckle when other cars do that in the daytime, because you're not really going to notice them particularly well, but has brought us back though to Robert once again. We've actually got another car, Andreas there, I think was the one that binned it early on.
Right side's clear.
Ooh, where am I off?
Right on you, clear right. And a car right.
Yeah, sometimes, I don't know what it is, this car just reacts completely differently to how I expect it to, but say it is what it is. We'll sit defensive from this guy. Well, I say defensive,
Right side.
just so we're on the
Clear
inside
right.
line for the next corner. The TCRs should be able to take that comfortably flat as well. Of course, the the GR86s even definitely can. The GT4 car, sorry, most definitely can as well. But we've got Yuka as well, not too far behind me. But I mean, just look at this. Cars absolutely everywhere. There's contact going on. Robert won't be happy. I think he's just been muscled out by a car a lap down. So it is all still going. Oh, sorry, Yuka's even in one of the TCRs as well. I mean, look at this! What's going on? Come on, lads, sort yourselves out. This guy's just going to go firing in there, isn't he?
My apologies,
Right
Andreas.
side's
I
clear.
was trying to move up high and it just wasn't safe.
It's all going on early on. This is what
RIP number
Daytona's all
43.
about.
10 block. Always
It's
my
everyone
heart.
trying to make stuff happen. So now we're going to see Robert have a look to the inside of Andreas again. Are we going to see some battling? No, we're not this time round, as we need to just make sure that we get a good run off the corner. So important you clip those two apexes, as actually, yeah, we'll get quite a handy little run. Not sure we're going to be able to do a lot with it though again, we'll wait and see. As we head out onto the banking. The inside of Andreas.
Still there. Still there.
Shifts up a whole lot earlier, so we should be able to tuck back in. Yes, we will.
Car right.
I wonder if he's
Clear
still
right.
just got top end speed that's compromising him. So I'll have a look to the outside of Robert as well.
Car left.
See if we can make something happen
Hold
back
your
down
line.
towards turn 1. I mean, we're not too far away still from
Hold your line.
most of our competitors.
Clear left. Cater is now in the lead.
That's how you sort of balance
On
it
your left.
on the edge of the grip.
He's still
So
there.
we'll be able to get a good run
Clear left.
off of turn 2.
Left side.
Should we give
Clear
him the
left.
room? So he's actually just going to back out of that one this time round, so might be able to get the run off the
There's a faster
corner.
car
Marcus,
there
you
in
realize
area.
you're blocking
He's
the
class
PPR?
leader. The stewards have warned us
Still
about
got
track
more
limits. Keep in
cars.
between the lines.
Further back, up to 3x already. That was not too good. Robert even is still going to try and have a look again for a move.
Blue flag. Car right.
Really
Still
wants
there.
to
Clear
try it. Oh,
right.
he's
I
looped it.
wasn't even.
There's an incident in turn 5.
too sure
We
what
think
that
it
was
might
about.
be Phillips.
No contacts. I'm guessing he just bobbled the car on the wrong angle, and that's going to send him a long way back. Maybe we'll have to deal with him
Cars behind you, left
for
side,
some of the
blue
afternoon.
flag.
As now, we're stuck on the high side against the
Left
GT4s.
side, clear
It's not where I
left.
wanted to be. We're just going to watch them
Clear
all
left.
sweep through.
Clear
Now we
left,
can tuck
clear
back
left.
in. So it's all going on early on. Certainly going to be a day of
Adams
watching our
is on your
mirrors.
right. Clear right. Blue flag. There's a group of faster cars behind. They're racing for position. Car right. Clear right. On your right. Right side's clear. Car right. Clear right. On your right. Right side's clear. Blue flag. B7.
Dude, what?
There's an incident in International Horseshoe.
Yeah.
Oh, there's
Yeah,
more
totally
carnage.
fine.
Keep your wits about you, mate.
What else gone on
Faster
here?
class car behind.
Got TCR off the road.
Punching me. Confirm.
Left side. Clear left.
Is he going to be able to get the run back past me though, down in towards the next corner? I'm not convinced he will, as it is all going on. We're now back with a load of the GR86s as well. We've got another Merc having a look around the outside. It's all just kicking off here at Daytona. We're barely 20 minutes in, lads.
Sorry for a ridiculous action like this. Thanks for losing me the win.
Oh, now we're going to be side by side. Where's the GT4 going to go down the middle? Ah! Oh, this is scary.
What are you doing?
Scary, scary stuff. As we'll have a look around the outside of the Red Bull
Still
livery
there.
car. Please don't get another
Still
1X.
clear left.
Can't cut with too many of those too early on. As now we've got the Elantra again. That's the guy that just unlapped himself in it. I have no idea what's going on. This is so confusing.
Everyone's so friendly for the first 10 minutes, and it's like we were assaulting each other.
But we'll try and have a look, see if we can get a run on the 23.
Left.
We're going to be able
Make
to get
love.
speed down the back
Love.
straight in towards
Still
the
there.
bus stop. We are just about going to have the top
Still
end,
there.
but is he going to back out of it? That's the real
Very
question.
clear left.
Whoa!
It's
Big, big
bus stop.
shunt down at the bus stop. We're going to get a really good run. Oh, which way are we going to be able to go? Down the middle. Ah!
In the middle.
3 wide again.
Clear right.
This is all just
all
getting a
round.
bit chaotic, and suddenly we're up to like P6 in class. I got no idea what's going on,
Fucking brilliant.
but someone absolutely got shadow rammed down at the bus stop. This has got to be, I think, one of the most chaotic laps I've done on iRacing.
13 and get things taken out so someone can fight.
Yep.
Car behind's a faster class.
That gentleman very not happy.
For the problem, try to fight.
Yeah, I mean, it is frustrating, of course.
Don't let this guy distract. Right
You
side.
know, even if you just try
Right
and
side's
keep it
clear.
clean and tidy and someone else goes for an aggressive move.
P6. Sectors 1 and 3 are fast. Sector 2 is 5.8
What position are we
off
into,
the
sorry?
pace.
We are P6 then. That's quite impressive in a lap. I genuinely don't know how we've done that. But we'll try and stick then with Robert. There's a bit of a gap up to the top 4. Who now might be able to just walk away. So you can just see as well there, Robert not getting a run off the
Left side.
corner.
Come on, David, come on.
Whoa!
Still there. Clear left.
What was that for?
Left side. Car left. Clear
Trying
left.
to gather
car
it
left.
back up onto
Clear
the
left.
road. What was that about? 4X as well is a bit unfortunate.
Do I have damage, Mariano? Can you see that?
There's an incident in Zone 5. It looks like it's Phillips. Beaumont is leading the race.
So again, we're going to get another good run out of the bus stop. Definitely feel the likes of Corey and Co aren't able to maximise it as you'd hope so, but we've got a 5-car battle now going on again. So are we going to have to try and work with Corey on the high side? The back of that GR86 says please no Punterino, but it might be a case of trying to do the bump and run. Well, not bump and run, sorry. Just giving him a helping hand there. I saw the Red Bull livery car into the pit lane. No, he's not. He's just... Well, this is going to get messy. Oi, I just was not a fan of the way that guy was trying to move up, especially with what he did to me earlier on that lap. What on earth is going to happen? Ah, there we go.
There's an incident. Turn
I
left.
could just
It
tell.
might be-
I don't know what it was. I
Are
could
you
just
serious?
tell.
Do you know if they had a race?
That is... What on earth is going on? Everyone just trying to move around way too aggressively. We're half an hour in to this race, and like I said, I could just tell by the way those guys were moving around back down towards someone. It was always going to end in tears. Top 4 do look like they're... Well, top 3 are pretty close together. Looks like 4th Marcus there. Still in a bit of no man's land. But we've still got Leander and Robert just behind us. I think we've just got to try and push on. Focus on doing our own thing.
Go right, David, go right.
Thank you. I wasn't sure if you're gonna make the corner.
Yeah, steering's at 90 degrees, so straight over to me because it's an idiot.
Yeah, it looks like it from the outside too.
Yeah, I appreciate you saying wide there, Corey.
Yeah, I took it as what I gave as much
Use all the
room as I
track
could.
force
I
him
still
to
got
find the gap.
absolutely level.
The gap to Adams in front is now 9.7 seconds. Cater is now in the lead. P5, you've just done a 211.8. The gap behind is now 2.0 seconds. The gap to Adams ahead is now 9.6.
¿Querés que tire yo, Mariano?
No escucho, Matt, no escucho, tengo el volumen muy bajo.
Guy ahead is Adams. That was 210.7.
Blinking lighting.
Come on, Jacobo, let's close the
Cater
gap.
is now leading.
What? Let's close the gap. Yeah, please.
There's a faster class car behind.
I'm alone. Yeah, I got damaged.
Left
so
side,
I
clear
have to
left.
follow other.
Blue flag. Witte is getting closer. The gap's now 0.7.
Right, well, Robert now has closed back into me. It's been so nice just to have a few laps where nothing crazy has gone on.
Car
I've just
right,
kind of been able to
clear
focus on
right.
hit my own times and everything
Right,
like
right
that,
side's
but now we've got the
clear. Car right.
GT4s
Clear right.
all swarming back
Blue flag.
around us again. Yeah, I'm hoping Robert and I can kind of work together, because at the moment I just don't simply have the pace to close up on Marcus. Top three are just romping away, of course, because they're still slipstreaming each other. Thought that was a GR86 then for a second. He's got the same livery. That really spaced me out.
You can overtake me
That
next
was
straight or show.
210.5. Beaumont
Yeah, I
is
mean,
leading the race.
looks like we've kind of
Blue
calmed
flag.
down a bit through some parts, but I mean, we're still less. Well, we've just ticked over 40 minutes in, so we're not even at 1/3 distance, of course. There's still plenty more that will go on, I'm sure, throughout this race.
Car
That's
right.
exactly what I'm
There's some faster
talking
cars
about.
approaching. They're fighting for clear right.
Getting
Right
absolutely
side,
dive bombed
blue flag.
by one of the Mercs.
Still there. Clear right.
Little bits like that are so frustrating when they go on there. As I think Robert as well got
Right.
compromised.
Clear right.
But it's just why? Why be that insanely aggressive 40 minutes in?
Are
There's a
you
group of
kidding?
faster cars behind. They're racing for position.
I'm so sorry, Robert. The car just snapped on me there.
Blue flag.
No worries.
Car right. Right side's clear. On your right. Clear right. Blue flag. On your left. Clear left.
Big
Class
send
leader from
coming in
faster
from the
class is
Cayman.
behind.
I did just suddenly panic. As soon as all the GT4s have gone through, we've now got all of the TCRs again. When are we going to just get more rest? I mean, Robert now is comfortably within the slipstream, so yeah, I mean, we'll see what lap time. He's running 109s, of course, helped, I'm sure, by the
Oh, that's
slipstream.
4x.
Right. Car right. Right side's
But
clear.
yeah, we might just let him by and then just try and follow him for a little while, as we're going to be able to get the run on me back down towards turn 1. He's going to be there in the wheel tracks. He's going to have a look to the outside.
bit
He's a
softer
bit
next
sketchy
time,
with
eh?
his defending, unfortunately, so not adamant I want to do it just
Got
yet.
one
But
We're
diamond
looking good
first.
here. P4.
I was still struggling to work out exactly where I need to be on the brakes down at turn 1, but we'll defend that time round. Apparently we did really well there through
Faster
turn 1
car
that time.
behind. Cater is now leading. right. Right side's clear.
Right. You can push but a bit softer, mate.
You've got half your fuel left. The gap to Witte behind is now 1.3 seconds. There's a faster car approaching. On your right, clear right. Beaumont is leading the race. P5, you've just done a 210.2. Faster car approaching, it's their class leader. Blue flag. Right side. Clear right. Blue flag. The next car is Adams. Car right. Clear right. Blue flag. There's a group of faster cars behind you. They're racing for position.
Guys, do you know what the default hotkey for window wipers is?
On your right. Clear right. Car right. Right side's clear.
Last time I checked, it was Alt and F4.
Beaumont is now in the lead. Car right.
Oh.
Right side's clear.
Oh really? Oh really?
That lap was a 210.2.
What car are you in? Because the GT4 cars don't have them.
I'm in the Toyota.
They don't have wipers.
Cater is leading the race. The gap to Witte behind is now 3.0. Your lap time was 2:09.
We are closing in the
Blue
October.
flag.
I wish the
There's a
thing that
faster
we were
car
closing
approaching.
to is the end of the race, but it's still a long way to go.
We're complete.
Car right. Clear right. Blue flag. Car right. Clear right.
Holy Christmas.
We've already had Christmas.
Your last lap time was 2:10.1.
Did you hit anything there, Jan?
Bruh.
The car behind's a faster class.
Sorry.
Car right. Clear right.
Work with me here, David.
Sorry? Do you say?
Work with me here. Let's catch the front guys.
Yeah. think I'm quicker in corners if you're on the straights. Quick.
Copy that.
The gap to Witte behind is increasing. It's now 5.7. That last lap was a 209.8. That's good consistency. Keep it up. There's a faster car behind. This is their class leader. Blue flag.
Well, it's time to get jumped then by all the GT4 cars once again. But yeah, we've kind of had 15-20 minutes now of just things calming
Hey, don't
down.
force my move.
Feel like I've been able to build up a lot of consistency. Actually, still, like I said,
Sorry,
learning
I thought it was pulled to
this
the right.
GR86 as well.
Blue flag.
So all very, very useful. And the gap to Marcus has levelled out. The gap actually to Robert behind has started opening up once again.
Take a different.
Clear right.
So yeah, we're definitely getting more and more into the groove. It'll be nice if we could try and set another new personal best at some point.
Blue flag.
Although ideally I want to do one without much slipstream. Because of course we know
Watch out,
just how
everybody.
beneficial the slipstream is around here.
Yeah,
So
thank
as long
you.
as we get a good run, are we going to get dived in towards the bus stop?
Car
Yes,
left.
we are.
Clear left.
BMW there sneaks his way
Is now leading.
up the inside of me
damage?
through the bus stop. We're not actually that much slower than the GT4s. As they're all still incredibly bunched up though. It's basically the top 10 in GT4 there are still pretty much nose to tail, which is quite impressive, or at least close to the slipstream range of each other, better than the GR86s. No idea what's going on with the TCRs. I'm sure, of course, we'll find out quite soon how well bunched up they are, but is this going to be a new personal best for this race? 3/10 up according to the dash, but you never quite know what delta to believe on iRacing. It is, yeah, there we go, an 11, sorry, a 9-1.
Adams. There's a faster class car approaching.
That's
That lap
pretty
time was
decent. I mean, even
209.2.
includes, of course, a very good benchmark time that we've got to chase through Sector 1. Apparently, immediately, we're already finding more on. This is good. We're getting there. We're getting into the groove with this thing. But it's still a long way to go. Plenty of time for me to muck it up.
Car right. Clear right. Blue flag. Car right. Right side's clear. Car right. Clear right. Car right. Right side's clear. Left side. He's still clear left. Blue flag. Incident in turn 7. Right side. Clear right.
I'm sorry, man.
Decide if you're gonna go or not.
I know, I'm just indecisive here.
The gap to Adams ahead is now 8.5 seconds. P5, sector 3 is 0.7 off the pace. There's a faster car approaching. Blue flag. On your right. He's still there. Right side's clear.
Whoa! Very, very weird. Don't know what car was doing there. Let's try and get back onto the road, but yeah, just completely snapped round on me going into a corner. Not sure about that one, but we're up then to 10x in this race. Unfortunately, yeah, we'll have to be just been doing some really good lap times as well. That's rather frustrating, but occasionally you do get that with this thing. It just kind of snaps on you. It's a bit bizarre. But yeah, we were taking good time out markers then, so that's frustrating. Especially considering Kevin there have been really, really courteous in the TCR as well. So weird that one, but can't worry about it now. Just got to knuckle down and get on with it still.
The gap to Witte behind is now 4.1.
Are you boxing, Robert?
What happened there? I believe you were second.
Blue flag. There's a faster car approaching. Car right. Clear right. Car behind's a faster class. Blue flag. On your right. Clear right. Beaumont is now in the lead. Blue flag. On your right. Clear right. There's faster cars approaching. The group includes the class leader. Clear left. Right side. Clear right. Car right. Blue flag, clear right. Car right. Right side's clear. Car right. Right side's clear. There's a group of faster cars behind. They're racing for position. Blue flag. P3. That lap was a 209.2. Good lap. That's your best in the session. Adams is leading the race.
Oh my god, sorry.
Blue flag.
Oh baby.
There's a faster class car approaching. Car right. Clear right.
Really?
Real.
Stuck in the tire barrier. Can I please just get Bob an apology?
The gap to Adams ahead is now 15 seconds. Faster cars approaching. Blue flag. Car right. Clear right. Car right. Clear right.
I'm sorry I cut you up like this. I thought you were gonna take the inside line.
There's an incident in turn 1, yellow left side. Clear left. That lap time was 209.6. Sectors 2 and 3 are 2/10 off the pace. Sector 1 is 0.5 off the pace. The track temperature's decreasing. It's now 27 Celsius. Faster car behind. Blue flag.
David, I think you're faster. Do you want to go by and I can push you?
Yeah.
But really watch out with the pushes. Do it up the bus stop, up the bus stop.
Blue flag. Car right. Right side's clear.
Yeah, no, it's good. If you get around me here, I'll just listen to the corner.
Thanks for
There's an incident in.
I think
Bus stop.
he's just shadow round himself. That was quite impressive. I think
Yeah,
he's
let's go.
immediately rage quit as well. Yeah, not too sure. I mean, the TCRs can get a little bit loose on the way in there, but normally you just try and turn and dump the throttle briefly. They can, yeah, like I said though, just at the back end completely swing round on you, so unfortunate for him there, but Marcus now just appearing on the relative once more. We are still taking fractions of time sometimes, and I thought we might actually see another GR86, but no, Julian is going to box as well. So a bit frustrated with that. We are starting to see some of the GR86s into the pits as we get up to half distance. I've got about another, I think it was about 7 laps worth of fuel, so about 15 minutes. I just brimmed the tank for the first stint, and then I've set it up. We're going to put about 16 gallons in. Might be a little bit less than what's ideal, but yeah, might just top up a tiny bit extra just in case. Haven't set tyres though to go on because I'm not sure whether they'll go on at the same time you're refueling. Plus, let's be fair, it's a little GR86 car. Is this thing really shredding its tyres? I don't know. Maybe I'll look back at the end of this race and regret saying that.
I wish my car had a V8.
Same thing, bro. Same thing.
There's a faster class car behind.
I wish I had zero damage.
I wish this race was over, like, now.
I wish I started the race with a full tank and not a half full tank.
Why?
The gap to Witte behind is now 8.2 seconds. Blue flag. There's a group of faster cars bearing down on you. These guys are scrapped left side. Clear left. Blue flag. On your right. Clear right. That lap was a 209.5.
Take it easy.
Good rejoin, buddy. Holy crap.
Did I just sense irony?
Maybe a little.
David, what happened to you there? Went a bit too close to the wall before the bus stop.
There's a faster class car approaching. Blue flag. That's half distance. Should be about 13 minutes of fuel right side. Clear right.
Yep, so reckons it is pretty much just going to be an hour's worth on the second tank then.
But
So
I
not
think
too
no,
bad late
critical
on
damage
in the
for
day. But yeah, I mean, we just haven't seen another car to race with in ages now. Gap is still coming down to Marcus at the road, but it's so little each and every lap because that TCR looking very, very aggressive without little margin he wanted to give me in towards the braking zone. But, you know, it is what it is. Do not want to clip that grass either. But, yeah, it's just, what is the gap? 15.4 still, so it's not really coming down by much at all between myself and Marcus. We could be in for a very, very lonely majority of this race, 2 years running. Just the way the cookie crumbles sometimes, but to be honest, coming into this, when I saw that we were the lowest car in split, and how competitive people were in qualifying, P5 is not bad going for now. We really have avoided a lot of the bad stuff, and maybe, just maybe, you know, something might happen between
just
those
go
top
turn
3
one.
still duking it out. It's not over,
Sounds good.
especially in a multi-class race, until
Let's
it's
switch
over.
around for top speed.
The gap to Witte behind is increasing. It's now 10 seconds. Blue flag. P5, your last lap time was at 209.6. There's a faster car approaching.
This guy's just going to let me by. No, apparently he does want to fight it just a little bit. As will he try and dive into the hairpin? No, he won't, luckily. So we've got a TCR as well, trying to navigate their way through the pair of us. Honestly, when the TCRs and the GT4s are coming past, I'm not sure what that's going on behind me, but I'm just sticking it over on the left side of the circuit between the hairpin and this next corner there, just because I'd much rather, you know, this GR86 could just take it completely pinned, of course, pinned right up to the apex, as definitely don't want to do that either, mate. So yeah, it's kind of just worth doing, but got GT4s as well. Their leader coming back round soon. I think they've got to pit 3 or 4 times during this, of course, in comparison to just the once for us. But yeah, the gap to the top cars, of course, they're still just slipstreaming each other every single lap, is still opening up. Looks like, actually, no, they might just spread out a tiny bit, so I think it's just Leighton is rapid at the front of the field, but yeah, we've kind of just got to keep doing our thing. Marcus once again disappeared on the radar. 15 seconds the gap's now down to, but in these cars that could take a week to close up.
The gap to Adams in front is now 14 seconds. That's your best lap in this session. Blue flag. The car behind's a faster class.
Thank you.
On your right.
Thank you.
Clear right. Blue flag. There's a group of faster cars bearing down on you.
Do we have to change the tires in these Toyotas?
No.
Car left. Clear left.
You can, but you don't have
Blue flag. Car right. Clear right.
Antonio, message.
It doesn't drive any worse than an hour ago, so.
Blue flag. Car left. Clear left.
The refueling takes longer than changing tires, so you can change them.
Pardon?
Damn it!
You cut the track. Keep it nice and tidy.
That's
Come again?
annoying. First one actually picked up in a little while, and
The
all that
refueling
time.
takes longer than changing tires, so you can change some time you keep.
Oh, okay.
There we go. Tony
Thank you.
reckons you can get away with putting tyres on because it takes longer, but
Will you please save it?
some people saying it's not worth it. Just got to get rid of this delta in the most time-effective way possible. But it's so frustrating. We can take out time for so many laps, and then all it takes is one lap, and the gap basically just goes straight back to where it was again. As yeah, we'll have lost about a second and a half
Come in at the same
that
time.
time.
Clear right.
Yeah.
Closer to 2 seconds
Yeah,
even. As
run it down.
accidentally still on the inside of this
Clear
guy.
right.
We can do it in 2 laps.
And that means, yeah, the gap is back up to 16.3.
Okay, then I'm out. I have
That's just how little it
Car
takes.
Right
Makes
side's
all the
clear.
difference again. As
Car right.
whoa, GT4's clearly getting
Still
very,
there. Right
very
side's
aggressive
clear.
with the moves. Now we're having to jump out of the way again.
Car ahead is Adams.
Okay, we're making up time to Robert, but slowly.
Beaumont is now leading.
No, you're not.
We are.
We estimate you've got 5 minutes of fuel remaining.
How much fuel? Gabriel?
I'm picking this time and I will add 16.9 gallons.
How is that in liters?
Times 4, I think. Okay.
Blue flag. There's a faster car approaching. On your right. Right side's clear.
$64 liters, I think. 64.
That last lap was a 210.2. Blue flag. Left side. Hold your line. Clear left. Very little fuel left. In this lap. Box this lap. Sector 1 is
Por dentro,
0.9
Mariano, por
off the
dentro.
pace.
Okay, I'll stay out for one more.
Everyone will help us.
Do you want to pass? Good, good.
We're running on fumes, mate. Hit this lap. In this lap.
Right, into the pits then at the end of this lap. We've got just over an hour to go, an hour and 1 minute by my calculations. So, yeah, we're doing alright still. You know, we're still in the swing of things. I'm not going to put fresh tyres on the car like I said.
Ahead is pitting.
But 16.1 gallons might be... yeah, that's about 23, 24 laps, isn't it? Might just top it up to 17, I reckon, as we head into the pit lane. Just make sure we get it slowed down as well, of course. This thing has got pretty good
Watch your
brakes.
speed. Pit lane speed limit is 80
Where is our pit
kilometers
box?
per
That's the
hour.
next question.
2 litres
I think
remaining.
we're right down the far end. Yeah, we are. So yeah, I mean, we're not really too worried about what goes on with the fuel. Oh, that guy's missed his pit box.
Beaumont is now in the lead. Adams has just been
Shall we get
disqualified.
it slowed down? Oh, someone's been DQ'd. That was Marcus. Marcus has been DQ'd then, I'm guessing, for reversing down the pit lane. So that is going to be a freebie for us then. Up into P4 of this race. So it's, you know, just little things like that that can make all the difference. As, yeah, maybe, I don't know for
Yay,
sure.
another freebie.
Yep, I think that is Marcus definitely out of it then, as fuel very, very slow to go back into the car, of course. Marcus, yeah, I'm sure not happy with that. An hour and 20 minutes worth of racing just to miss your pit box and get sent to the Shadow Realm. So, frustrating end to what has been a long afternoon up to now, but I've definitely put a bit too much fuel into the car, but we will just get on with it as we head back out the pit lane. What were the tyres on? 76%. Nothing too bad to worry about there then. Definitely got to make sure as well that I lift out of the throttle as we head through the pit lane exit.
There's traffic behind. Take care.
Make sure that I put the speed limiter back on once more as we head back out of onto the
Car
circuit.
behind's a faster class.
We're up to P4 then.
Flag.
Here are the Raw. Could we end up still on the podium, as looks like we've come out right in the GT4s once again.
Car right. Clear right. Blue flag. There's some faster cars approaching. They're fighting for position. Car left. Clear left. Blue flag. Clear left. Car right. Clear right. Cater is now leading. There's a group of faster cars behind you. They're racing for position.
Oh, we've got an absolute gaggle coming up behind us, though, in this race. We're just going to, again, keep it over on the left-hand side, as this is going to be GT4 chaos
Right side.
for
Car
the next
right.
couple of turns. Just keep
Clear
it
right.
on the apex, try and keep ourselves out of trouble.
Right side's clear.
4 of them have made it through.
Car
Will the
right.
5th, he's going to keep the nose there.
Still there. Clear right.
Just got to try and get back in line. There we go. Wasn't as bad as I expected it to be. But yeah, I think the gap to Andrew up the road is about 24 seconds. So it's a tall order. Try and, well, it's going to be basically a second a lap, isn't it? Which is, you know, near impossible unless we get very, very lucky with the lap traffic, and he
Car
doesn't.
right.
But you
Clear
know,
right.
can't give up. Just got to keep on going for it. maybe, just maybe, you know, if something crazy happens, our podium could still be on here. Not bad when we started, what was it, about P13, I want to say, on the grid? We've done pretty well so far, keeping the nose clean. We only had one contact, and that was just when I got doored by that other guy.
Track limits.
Give me the sack. Gracias. Mis pantalones son azul.
Blue flag. There's a group of faster cars behind. On your right. Right side's clear. P3. Just keep hitting your marks. This is looking good. There's a faster class car approaching. Blue flag. Cater is leading the race. Left side. Clear left. On your left. Clear left.
And that was for what exactly? Just, again, got completely doored that time around by GT4. Who apparently felt I didn't warrant any room on the outside. Bit weird, and it's just going to cost us even more time. Because, yeah, the gap to Andrew is about 23 seconds, so we are going to have to try and monitor that gap late on. I mean, we've still got nearly an hour, so plenty of time, but it is still a... There's definitely around Daytona, I think it's why people enjoy racing here so much, there's definitely a bit of luck to it. Feels like a tiny bit of a lottery. There's lines like that, they're not going to do me any favours either. That gap's going to be up masses this time round. Yeah, perhaps not the best lap to look at the gap. We should have looked at it after this one.
P4.
Smart blend, Christopher. Smart.
Why did you lift coming on to NASCAR? I'm in a freaking Porsche. There's no reason I should be as fast as you in a straight line.
Sorry, Antonio.
Blue flag. On your right, there's a faster car approaching. Car right. Clear right. Blue flag.
Goodbye, David. Goodbye.
Right side. Clear right.
PCR field is a travesty.
What the fuck? Dude! What the fuck, Julia, por favor?
I just followed the racing line, you bloody idiot.
Well, looks like there is a battle going on then between Andrew and Fitzroy up the road. I think the big question now, of course, is will it cost them time or will it help them with their battle with each other? Of course, it might give them both some slipstream, might also mean that they're losing time to each other as well.
Faster
Fitzroy
car
might actually have
behind. Blue
bigger
flag.
issues. Is the gap coming down? I don't know. So we've got another
On
TCR
your
there,
right.
trying to look around the outside.
Right side's clear.
Let's try and keep it on the
Car
apex
right.
as best as possible. Surely,
Clear right.
no, we're actually going to end up locked into a battle here, are we?
On your right.
Yeah, no idea what
Blue flag.
the gap thinks is going on between
Right side's
myself and
clear.
Fitzroy then, but might make things interesting late on in the day. Oh, come on, I hate that little bobble this car does through that corner, just lifts up. It's like trying to race a cruise liner, but I mean, that time round they were in the high 10s, low 11s. I think Leighton, unless something happens to him late on, is looking pretty dead set at the front, but maybe we can believe.
There's a faster car approaching. Blue flag. Car right. Clear right. Blue flag. Car right.
Oh, big thing.
Clear right.
Again, wrecked from a TCL. What the fuck, guys? What the fuck, please?
Shit happens.
Blue flag.
I don't know why they can't drive a TCL. Third race, third time wrecked by a TCL.
Wait, did you
Car right.
just say
Clear
that
right.
they can't drive? You're the one that ended my race going into T1.
There's a faster class car approaching. You've just done a 210.4.
You're the one trying to wreck me.
don't think that engine's going to save when you're lunging up the inside of 3 cars.
Blue flag. There's a faster car approaching. On your right. Right side's clear. Car right. Right side's clear.
Well, nice to see the GT4s have still got a mega battle going on for the lead there. 4 of them, I think all 4 in the mud, so there we go, one of them's going to ruin that. Yeah, all still duking it out, not a lot to separate them, with 40 minutes just over left to go, 45 minutes there or thereabouts. Need to have a look once we've made it through T2 what the gaps is to the cars in front of what lap times they're doing. Nope, sadly they're both into the 9s as well. So it doesn't do me any favours. We are still quicker every lap, but it's still nowhere near enough as all. Big battle going on down at turn 3 or turn 5, I can't remember. I'm just guessing corner numbers at this point of the afternoon. But yeah, TCR now is probably going to have a look around the outside. Just get on with it. Thank you. Yeah, we're still just sitting doing our own thing. Because unfortunately, yeah, the gaps keep getting messed up whenever they keep overtaking each other. I think we've just got to drive fast, basically, is probably the rule, Matt.
Blue flag. There's a group of faster cars bearing down on you. These guys are scrapping for position. The guy in front is on your right. Clear right. Clear right. Lead car right. Clear right. flag. There's a group of faster cars bearing down on you. Right side. Clear right. Blue flag. Car right. Clear right. P2, we're currently setting the pace. The car behind's a faster car left.
Whoa, big dive. Coming in from the Merc down at turn 1. Oh, it's the same guy again, isn't it? He's a tool.
Left side, blue flag.
He just does not know how to race against
Hold
other
your
cars, as he's to believe he owns the road.
Hold your line.
Yeah, very much giving off.
Still there.
I'm in the bigger, quicker car. You move out of
Clear
my
left.
way. As yeah, well, accidentally go for a move on a TCR. But Mariano
Clear left.
really needs to learn how to multi-class.
Left side, clear left. There's a faster class car behind. Blue flag. Cater is now in the lead. The next car is Cater. We think P3's gone off in International Horseshoe, P4. Beaumont is leading the race. We've been warned about track limits.
That was crazy, man.
That was racist. What?
The gap ahead is now 15 seconds.
Right, well, I can see Andrew again on our relative with just over half an hour to go. Fitzroy as well
There's a group
mentioning
of faster
something.
cars behind, car right.
I was just trying
So
to
I've
give you
no idea what's going on.
Okay, thank you.
but nothing too serious or helpful for our calls anyway. But
My race is over, that's why. I'm just trying to help
yeah,
people.
we'll see what happens though inside the last 40
Well, I'll
minutes.
stop
I'm
doing it.
still kind of wondering whether we're going to get another twist
Okay, thanks.
in this race, but apparently one of the TCRs now is helping one of the GR86s as well. So I was really hoping we close up this guy on a better part of the circuit, so then we could try and claim some slipstream around the oval, but it's not going to happen. We'll be able to get a good run. He's just going to blend out throttle, thank you very much. Does peel out of the way. But yeah, Andrew, 15 seconds up the road now. Just got to keep pushing. You never know.
Faster car behind. This guy's their class leader. Blue flag.
If you could not give slipstream, would be appreciated.
Car left. Clear left.
Wait, what was that?
If you could not give the number 40 slipstream, I would really love it.
I got you.
We've been warned about track limits. The gap in front is now 14 seconds.
That was really close, guys.
The stewards have warned
Starting
us
to
for
pick up
cleaning
some
the track
1Xs in
between
stupid
white
places though,
lines.
up to 15 out of 20 with half an hour to go. Would like to try and get sort of into the final 10 minutes with at least a few to spare. Obviously even if we just got a 4X or something like that as well, but the gap to Andrew, it's kind of flickering around a little bit at the moment, just where slipstream and iRacing's interesting way of calculating relatives, but you know, floating about 14 seconds. We are definitely bringing the gap down as we've got another car closing in towards the bus stop.
Take it easy, man.
Don't even think
Oh
about
yeah,
it.
take it easy.
Yeah, we just need to, like I say, keep it clean and tidy
Okay.
through here, like that, and hope that we're sort of in the right place at the right time. As you can see again, he's going to get some slipstream. Is this TCR behind us going to give us any favours as well? Let's hope so. But it is all, I mean, like I said, Daytona can be a bit of a dice roll with things like that.
Right side's clear.
Is this Audi is going to come back down and give me a little bit of help, but yeah, we just got to keep hitting the lap times and just kind of see where we are at the end of this one, I suppose. Keep focus and do everything we can. The podium is not entirely out of the question.
Faster car behind. Blue flag. Car right. Right side's clear. Blue flag.
Here come the GT4 leaders
Car
again.
right. Clear right.
Matt Malone's still hanging on
Car
to the lead
behind's a
there, but
faster
not by
class.
much. Under a lot of pressure from Eric still right
On
towards
your
the
right.
end as
Clear right.
FA as well. Many laps down, I think. Oh, there's my braking point. The amount of times I've panicked myself going into there suddenly where I think I've missed it. Because again, I think this thing actually brakes later than anything else. But of course you're carrying so much less speed as we're now actually in a battle with the TCR. That's quite impressive. Almost 2 hours in, and a car in a higher class we're still battling with on the same lap.
You're reeling this guy in. The gap's now 13 seconds. There's a faster car behind. He's racing us for position. I don't think we'll get a blue flag. Cater is now leading. Right side, clear right. There's a faster car approaching. Blue flag. Clear right. Car left. Clear left. You're matching race pace.
Hey, Steve. Can you help me?
Yeah, come on.
I'm trying.
There's a faster car approaching. Blue flag. Car left. Clear left. Car right.
Oh shit, I
Right
didn't...
side's clear.
Alright, Matt. Come on.
I'm coming.
The gap in front is now 12 seconds.
Where are you guys from?
Blue flag. P4. just done a 210.1. Blue flag. There's a faster class car approaching. On your right. Right side's clear. Car right. Right side's clear. Blue flag.
Is Matt Malone still racing?
On your left. Clear left.
He's leading.
That new rim's giving him
Blue
superpowers.
flag. Car right. Clear right. The track temperature's decreasing. It's now 25 Celsius. There's a faster class car behind. You're gaining on the guy in front. The gap is 13 seconds. Blue flag. Left side, clear left. Blue flag. Car right. Right side's clear.
This might be quite a good lap time though. Not sure how. We haven't had loads of slipstream, but we've certainly had a helping hand. Could this be new fastest lap of the day? Not quite. We're going to get agonisingly close. The time that Leighton set there on 2:08.6. So still a very, very good lap, but yeah, puts us, what was that, like 300ths away from that fastest lap time. Of course, as the car gets lighter, the fuel gets lower. It definitely does get quicker. But yeah, would love to try and get fast laps. I mean, look at that! It just goes up on 2 wheels for seemingly no reason. You feel like you're doing pretty much the same thing every time. Let's hope that Corey then can give us a bit of help as well around the oval. But yeah, the slipstream is very, very strong, even from quite a distance from some of those larger cars.
Faster car behind. Blue flag. On your right. Clear right.
I'm 4X.
There's a group of faster cars behind. Car right. Clear right. Right side. Clear right. Car right. Clear right. Beaumont is now in the lead. Left side. He's still there. Clear left. The next car is Cater. P3.
I don't think around after them.
Let's try this way.
There's some faster cars approaching. They're fighting for position. Blue flag. Car right. Right side's clear. That's 20 minutes to go. Left side, there's a faster clear
Less than
left.
20 minutes left though of this race. The gap to Andrew
flag.
still floating over 10 seconds, but it's definitely still going in the right direction. All it takes is just one misplaced car, one dive bomb from a GT or a TCR.
On
We
your right.
could just get a whole
Clear
lot
right.
closer, but on the other hand, it can work the other way as well. I've got a bit of safety, I think, to Robert behind us, who was quicker than us for quite a while in this race, 41 seconds back now, so
You're gaining on this
certainly
guy.
got some
The
breathing
gap's
room.
now
There are not
11
many
seconds.
GI Yaris's that have had no major issues today. It really has been a race of attrition for this class of car, but, you know, it is what it is, and we are, well, so far, one of those ones that has been able to survive, but got a few more instant points to work with still on 15, but I just want to try and, you know, at least have a fighting chance against Andrew towards the end. That's kind of the dream, but I'm not convinced.
There's a group of faster cars behind. That lap time was 2:09.4. Car right. Blue flag. Clear right. Car right. Still there. Okay, still right side's clear.
Man, passing on the apron is not allowed anymore.
Fake news.
Keep it within the track limits.
Felix, are you helping Matthias or what?
P4.
Thanks, mate.
There's a faster car approaching. The gap ahead is now 12 seconds. Blue flag.
Why can't you bump just me like that?
Car left. Clear left. Blue flag. Car right. Clear right. 15 minutes left. That's 15 minutes. There's a faster class car approaching. Car right side's clear. Well, that was a 209.7. Blue flag. Blue flag. The car behind's a faster class.
Leandro, the true wheelman.
Right side. Clear right.
Good save, George.
The gap in front is increasing. It's now 13 seconds. Good consistency. Keep them coming.
Well, 10 minutes left then, just over. Fitzroy and Andrew now are actually locked back into battle once again. So, I mean, we're still clutching at straws, but perhaps something might fall down between them. You know, a bit of late race contact, something like that, duking it out. But yeah, it means certainly not going to get much help from the slipstream, as TCR as well looks like their leader is clear out in front. Rocking with the Elantra as well. So, yeah, what I was able to win with last year, Dimitri looks like he might be able to take it this time. So we just keep trying to get the slipstream we can. Keep just trying to make sure we get to the flag as best as possible. But yeah, those two still duking it out late and looking still comfortable. And I don't think we've battled with another car in about an hour and a half at this point. Yeah, I don't know what it is, but you either get locked into battles all afternoon here, or you just kind of end up by yourself. Whoa!
the class leaders in this group.
Naughty,
10
naughty,
minutes
Matt.
to go. That's 10 minutes left.
Matt
Sector
Malone
1 time's
there.
okay. Sector 2
Decides
is
you can
1.9
overtake
off the pace.
under the
Sector
apron.
3 is 0.3 off the pace.
Cheeky. He's cheeky. You got to give him that.
Blue flag. There's a faster class car behind. Car right. Clear right.
Dude, what are you flashing, man?
We lost 2 seconds with the DCR and the shot on the chicane.
Faster car behind. Blue flag. On your right. Right side's clear. You're reeling this car in. The gap's now 12 seconds.
Felix, what do you want, man? What do you want? You have blue flag. Just fall back and then drive for left.
Blue flag.
Or drive away.
On your right. Clear right. Car right. Clear right. Beaumont is now leading. Blue flag. Car right. Still there. Still there. Clear right. On your left. Clear left. There's a faster car approaching.
Sorry, Leighton.
On your right. Right side's clear. P3.
Oh, sorry, Mar. I gotta slow down. I was gonna bump draft you, but sorry.
Faster car's approaching.
No problem, mate. Check for still.
Car right. Clear right.
And James is gone, so it really is a problem.
Car left. Clear left.
Fantastic job, Matt Birdie.
You freaking idiot, man.
Blue flag.
Go ahead, go ahead, go ahead.
5 minutes to go, 5 minutes left. Beaumont is leading the race. There's a faster class car behind. Blue flag. P4. That lap time was 2:09.2.
Good.
Ten minutes of fuel remaining.
Calm down a bit.
We're gaining on the car in front. The gap's now 7.8 seconds. Two minutes to go, 2 minutes. The car in front is Beaumont.
Well, we've got 2 laps to go then here from Daytona, and it looks like Fitzroy and Andrew, that battle is going to come down to the wire, but we're still 8 seconds back. We can see him there, but it's just such a long way in these cars still, of course. But yeah, just got to try and wait and see. Keep pushing on. If they come together, they come together. We might be able to get a freebie or 2 out of it. Would love to get a podium, but yeah, ultimately, we haven't been in a position for one all afternoon there. We have definitely got a lot quicker. We've got a lot more comfortable with this Yaris as well. So they're still actually taking time out of each other. I'm not too sure what's going on. They don't seem happy.
You act like you haven't been drilling me all fucking night.
Oh, well, apparently, maybe there could be tempers that fly in towards the final lap. Then right on board through to the flag. You know, maybe in a rash dive bomb or something like that down at turn 1, or send into the bus stop. We've kind of just got to live on a prayer at this point, but 5 seconds has come down to. Maybe they're trying to fuel save as well. You just don't know. As I think this Civic doesn't really desperately need to try and go for anything.
And the track naturally goes that way.
They're definitely not happy with each other. This is reassuring for us.
Well, if you're side by side with somebody, you can't just try to push them off.
Come on, give me some slipstream kit.
Well, sure you can.
That's what we need.
That's fine.
Come on, just have a crash with each other. If you're not mates anyway, you may as well just do it. Collide, give me the freebies, and we'll have it nicely. As we've got more TCRs closing in. There are still plenty of battles going on around the circuit.
Clear left. Left side, clear left.
Whoa, that's got a little bit close for comfort though down here. Don't run wide, don't run wide. There we go, thank you. Just to keep it between the white lines, but we definitely lost a bit there.
6, Dimitri.
Is it going to be a Matt Malone win in top split as well, or top class even I should say? He's got 1.1 second lead when he started the final lap. We should get clarification in about a minute or so. But is it going to be P4 for us, or are we going to be able to somehow claim a miracle
Faster car approaching.
into the final lap? We'll wait and see. But one more lap then here of the Raw before the 24. It's not quite going to be the highs of last year, but yeah, I think it was always going to be a bit difficult to emulate. Sadly, there's been about as much action as I had in the race last year as well.
Lap times are pretty consistent.
Nice wobble there through turn 1, but see, it is what it is. As Fitzroy now losing even more, they're locked in. But yeah, as well, I think shout-out's got to go obviously to Leighton as well, has dominated most of this race. But could we see something, anything happen in this final lap? Looks like Matt Maloney is going to take the win. Hats off to him as well. Gives me a clickbaity title. There's, yeah, the gap's still floating around 4 seconds to Fitzroy. All we can hope is, yeah, say, like I said, one of them maybe running out of fuel, or maybe we see an opportunistic lunge down at the bus stop. But 16x as well, pretty much, well, it is identical to what we managed last week in the Pilot Challenge. So we were slightly more consistent. I'm a bit annoyed still that that 4x was a 4x. Felt like we had been a bit cleaner. And Matt Malone is a Raw before the 24 winner, so GG's to him as well then.
2 minutes left, 2 minutes.
4 seconds, you know, maybe we could see something happen between these two on the run up towards the line, but I think I'm getting ever more opportunistic late on in the day. But yeah, I mean, I do love the fact Daytona, the fact that you can race for over 2 hours and it can still come down to the wire. But are we going to see some chopping and changing? I think Andrew's on the high side. Is he going to try and get the switch off the corner there and try and use that to his advantage up towards the line?
5 minutes.
Just wait and see. Unfortunately, I can't get a very good look at it either as we head out of the bank-in. It was actually a pretty good final lap. It all went a bit wrong towards the end there. They're door-to-door, they're up towards the line. They are going to wreck each other. But I think they're going to make it through to the flag. Yep, they are. That's annoying. Don't know which one of them got it. But yeah, we will come through for P4 then, when all is said and done. Neither of them particularly happy with the way it ended, but let's go have a look at those final race results then. P4 for us, I'm quite happy with. Right, well here we are then, having a look at our final race results. It is Matt that takes the win in the GT4 cars there, so hats off to him, just 0.3 of a second come the checkered flag. TCRs was won by Dimitri. Yep, he was absolutely dominant there in their class. And then, yeah, Leighton takes home the win for us. Oh, Fitzroy! Did he get a penalty or something then? Right at the very end there. I'm not too sure what happened. Yeah, he got bumped up to 23 incident points. So Andrew there means that we get a podium because of the contact between them. So not quite the way I would have wanted to do it, but you know, it is what it is. We had nothing involved in their battles, so it is going to be a podium then to finish off the Raw before the 24. Like I said, I'm going to try and do quite a lot of the special events throughout 2023. So thank you all so much for watching this video as well. If you have enjoyed, please do make sure to leave a like, get yourself subscribed. If you're watching this on Matt212 Racing as well, I will have a link to the full POV from this race as well, you know, if you want to sit down and watch all 2.5 hours or so worth of racing action. But 70 iRating, 0.12 SR, I think that is definitely the highest I've ever been iRating wise, up to 2,353. We're slowly getting our way towards 2.5 and maybe 3k by the end of 2022. But thank you all so much for watching, and we'll be back very, very soon with more iRacing content.